The Aston Martin Valkyrie. If someone had told me a few years ago that Aston Martin would make a hypercar that will make other hypercars look tame, I would not have believed them. But here it is, the Valkyrie. So it's a very different type of hypercar. There's no air intake in the front, it's all hollow. The front spoiler wing, as you can see, is also very technical. Then you have smaller wings, just like in a Formula 1 racing car, and behind it, there's nothing else. So there's a lot of empty space in this car. There's also a lot of negative space here. You can see the front suspension here, and if you come down behind the fender, you'll find a small vents here. Those are of course to let the air out when the front wheels are spinning. But are those really important? Because well, behind the front fender, there's nothing really there. There is a very big carbon fiber wing here that of course is there to channel air outwards, and then you have an opening here. I believe this is the air intake for the engine bay, so it's located underneath the doors and just in the middle of the car. Then there's a very strange side skirt. Again, it has small cuts in it, just like in the design details of a modern F1 racing car. Coming to the back, you have the engine bay, and then you have a fully carbon fiber roof scoop here, and of course it's lowered into the roof to minimize drag. Again, it helps in keeping the engine bay cool. Then at the back you have simple dual spoiler wing, so it has two blades, and each blade it can be operated individually for better aerodynamics and cornering. Taillights are very similar to the Aston Martin Vulcan and the Bugatti Divo. And one interesting part of this car is the diffuser. So it's so big and so long that you can actually see the front wheels from here. I've never seen the front of the car from the back of the car like this. The rear end is fully exposed, just like in modern hypercars, to let the air out from the engine bay, and then you have the exhaust pipes there on top. So it's the spoiler wing is very simple. I'll show you what I mean by simple. So the whole body, the upper body, is very sleek, very elegant, but the lower part of the car is very complicated. If you're a woman watching this, this is how men see women. Beautiful from the outside, super complicated and unexplainable from the inside. So think of this as if Ana de Armas or Margot Robbie were made of carbon fiber, this is what this car would be. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this car? And I have some other cars here. So next to it, next to the Valkyrie, this looks like a Porsche 918 Boxster. Then you have a Mercedes SLK AMG 1. Of course, those are not their real names. But the AMG 1 is also a very complicated car, but next to the Valkyrie, it just looks like a normal car. In comparison, the spoiler wing of this car is super complicated. I mean, the joints and the whole mechanism is all exposed. So the spoiler wing part, which of course helps a lot in generating downforce, and is a big help in keeping this car stuck on the road and increasing grip. It's very different. Now, if you want to check out some other cars here, they have a very beautiful collection of cars. Check out that video of the Huayra, Carrera GT, this Comfort Apollo. You can find them all on my channel. And now let's get back to the Valkyrie. So the Valkyrie has a 6.5 liter V12 engine, which makes around 1160 horsepower. Only 150 of these will be made. So this is the third Valkyrie that I'm seeing in production form, aside from the prototype I saw back in 2017. And I've been waiting to see this car ever since. In fact, today was actually a chance encounter with the Valkyrie. I was not expecting to see it here. I've had a chance to get inside one as well. It was the exact same spec, but the serial number was a little different. The price has not been announced yet, so I'm guessing it's going to be around over $5 million very easily. So if you want to check out the videos of the other Valkyries, check out the green one that was absolutely gorgeous with AMR design package, and you can find the names and links in the video's description. This has a better interior and seats than a McLaren Senna. It has a removable racing wheel. So the green one I saw was next to a Koenigsegg Jesko Attack, and it made that car look tame as well. So do check out that video, and I'm sure you're going to love this car even more.